Welcome at forextrading.com. Let's discuss strategy with indicators, a training strategy. Right now we're looking at 4-hour euro dollar chart, and I've added couple of indicators. I'm talking about RSI. They're with standard set, 14 period of time, and stochastic. That's the second one. Also with standard set of a period of time, and it is the standard settings when you adding indicators. They're already set at this standard points. What I've added to those two charts of indicators, I've added two lines at each part of the chart. 20 line and 80. Both of those charts, I've added those lines. Those are the points where the market is showing us, the chart of indicator, where the market is overbought at the upside or oversold at the downside. So both of these indicators are really showing us where the market is overbought, like these moments here, or oversold, like those moments at the downside. And stochastics are really showing us the same, only it is a different algorithm, so it is moving much faster than RSI. This training strategy is shown at 4-hour, pretty much squeezed chart. It's not an accident. We are looking at 4-hour chart to see the RSI and stochastic movement in some medium period of time. So we are not looking at 5 or 15-minute chart because we would have too much overbought or oversold points. And if someone is looking to study to learn from the market, to learn from those moves, and to learn from indicators, we are looking for some firm points when the market, for example, is overbought like here, and we kind of see it at stochastics and RSI, like this point, for example, right here, or this point right here. We are overbought at some point, and the market is showing us that might be going down. So at 5-minute chart, for example, it is hardly seen, or it is more difficult to see this kind of dependence. So the market is moving much faster at 5-minute chart, and the RSI is going up and down, and those high points of 80 and 20 aren't just as much sure at 4-hour chart. So the idea of training with this strategy is to learn from indicators, to learn market. At the beginning with Forex trading, we don't have too much experience, and we are looking for some additional things at the price chart or under the price chart, like indicators, which could help us with finding some points where when the market is turning back or it is moving forward fast, aggressively. So we are looking for those points of RSI or stochastics reaching out. For example, for RSI will be above 80 or under or close to 20, like we see here. That should be meaning that market is oversold, for example, when we reaching this line of 20. And you see stochastics is moving higher than 80 at most of the time. So we are rather looking for the 90 point, or higher than better, or lower than better when the market is oversold. So the basic idea is to find a point where, for example, market is overbought. RSI is getting to the 80 point or just cross it above, and the stochastic as well is very high. 80, 90 or close to 100 line if we add another line of 90 or 100 at this part of the stochastic chart. So on this base we can move the chart and look for those points when we have this kind of signals, when the RSI is crossing or meeting 20 line, for example, or 80, like those moments here. You see RSI really showed us that it's meeting 20 point, and the market really at this point was a little bit oversold, and the stochastic was very low as well. So it was a kind of signal that we might be looking for a market taking a breath or going to the upside, trend, changing the trend, or a different move than it happened to this moment. Another display like here at 20 line, we see market really turn to the upside, and the stochastics was shooting before that a little bit. So this sign was really not so clear because the RSI was moving lower and the stochastic was moving already higher, and the market moved back to the upside for a while. So please consider this strategy as a training for demonstration account. I'm not really recommending using indicators to live trading account, because really those signals we are talking about is to learn when the market is overbought and oversold. And if we want to use it at the real live account, we would experience first thing is they are a little bit delayed with the price chart. That's the first thing. Second thing, they're giving us different, sometimes wrong signals. But we can still profit from learning from the market, because we can look at RSI and stochastics, which is oversold, like these examples, and look at the price chart, how the price chart will move. We can also zoom this part of the chart and look exactly how did it happen, how the price really moved back to the upside for a while when we have this oversold signal. For example, let's find some point when the market was overbought, for example. Oh, here we got nice example when the line 80 was crossed above this point, and the market really turned back for a while to go to the downside, and we see stochastic was very high as well at this point for a few moments. So again, we can look at the RSI stochastics and learn from the chart. I mean, look when the chart is overbought, oversold, we can zoom it, and for example, we see here the line 80 was crossed, and we can learn from the price action that happened to be double or triple top at 4-hour chart. Here we see, and the price moved back to the downside for a few pips. So we can go back and back at the price chart to find those interesting moments, like here, for example, when the stochastic was very overbought and the RSI crossed this line aggressively and stayed there for a while, and the market really was overbought at this point, so it had to move back. And we can see how the price chart is moving. We can learn from this action from the price chart. I'm not saying that we should learn from RSI or stochastics to use it in the future. I'm saying we can use it as an additional thing at the beginning to learn how the price action moves, and to observe if it's going down just for a few pips, or we see continuation like this part of the chart and another downtrend, small downtrend movement. So these are interesting things to learn at the price chart. And those RSI stochastic not always are correct. So please remember just to learn from it, not really to use it at the live trading account, because it will bring you probably losses. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you will have fun with this simple demonstration training strategy. Thank you.